Hello guys, welcome to my channel. So this video is targeted at responding to a complaint someone made on my WhatsApp group chat. Alright, I'll read out the complaints, and also I've already responded to the complaints, but I just replied with a message. But I'm here to do a video concerning my reply. Alright, before we continue, if you're yet to subscribe to my channel, please hit the subscribe button and put on the notification button so that you'll be notified whenever I post my videos. And like I already said, I have a WhatsApp group chat where I interact with best players, especially upcoming best players, and they share with me the challenges they have, and I respond to them as I'm about to do now. Alright, so if you want to join the WhatsApp group chat, there is a link in the description of this post that once you click the link, it takes you into the WhatsApp group chat. Alright, so I'll read out the complaint. He said, "Good evening, boss at Celebes. Please, I went for a gig today, and after the gig, I was told to work on my left hand tone/grip. Please, how can I go about that?" Alright, he said he went for a gig. Alright, he went for a performance, and probably the people he played with, or maybe some people observing, told him that he have to work on his left hand tone grip, which is this, and he said, how can I go about that? Which I responded with very simple. Number one, warm up your fingers regularly, especially a few minutes before the actual performance. Then two, practice without sound and make sure you are hearing what you are playing audibly. Then three, monitor your growth. So number one, I said warm up your fingers. It's very good to do warm-up exercises in whatever you are doing, but as a bass player now in contest, warm-up exercises sometimes might not necessarily be playing the bass in actual sense. I will show you a warm-up exercise that you can use to strengthen your left hand grip, alright, like you complained. I usually do this with a fret wrap. Alright, I have a fret wrap from Groove Gear. Alright, so what I do is I hold the fret wrap, I tie it in between in the middle of the fretboard. Alright, that's where I fix it. Then okay, so I fix it somewhere here. Then I cross this left hand behind it, and my right hand before it. Alright, so this is a very simple but challenging exercise, which is to hammer on your strings with your fingers. Alright, your left fingers, your forefinger. So you start with this one, you hammer on assuming you're using a 4-string bass guitar, so you hammer on the E strings, which is your 4th strings. I'm using the 6 strings bass guitar, so your 4 strings started from this, my number 2. Alright, the 2nd strings. Alright, so 1 2 3 4, your 4 strings, you hammer on it with maybe a metronome. So let's use a metronome for this exercise we're about to do now. Okay, alright, so we'll be doing this with a metronome in 90 BPM. Alright, remember you have to hammer on any part of the fretboard, but me particularly, I usually do this on the neck, right, so that I will stretch my hand also while doing it. Alright, so you hammer on the strings. So let's do this with the metronome. So something like this. First of all, with the biggest strings in your guitar, for me, this is my biggest strings because I'm using the 6 strings. If you're using the 5 strings also, this should be your biggest strings. That's the B strings. All right, so you start with it. Make sure you are hammering hard. All right, then do it for maybe 2 or 3 minutes, and you change to the next strings like this. All right, for another 2 or 3 minutes, change to the next strings. All right, for another 2 or 3 minutes, you change to the next strings. Make sure you're hammering hard, even when your hand is getting weak. Still hammer hard. Then 2 or 3 minutes, change to the next strings. Now, if you're using the 4 strings, this strings now should be your last strings. All right, but I'm using the, and also if you're using the 5 strings, this should also be the last strings. But for me, I'm using the 6 strings. So after doing this, I still have to do for these strings. All right. Then from there, I move to the middle finger. Undergo the same process, and I make sure I'm striking hard. Then from there, I move to the ring finger, finally the pinky finger. These 2 fingers is the weakest. This one is the weakest, the ring finger followed by the pinky finger. So I devote more time in doing this, in hammering this one, in strengthening this one, followed by this one. All right. So if you are doing this thing, you'll be noticing strain in your fingers and even your hand generally, and your palm. You'll be noticing strain in them. And also, apart from hammering on your left, you pluck on your right like this. That's why I have to use this, so that it will mute the note. If it's not mute, it will be distracting, it will be buzzy. Alright, to be sounding, and I don't want that, so I just mute it. And then as I'm doing this, I make sure I'm hammering hard here, and I'm plucking hard here also. All right, these very fast warm-up exercises you can do few minutes, maybe 30 minutes before the actual performance, or even less, maybe 15 minutes before the actual performance, or you can do it every morning and every night, with or without a performance. All right. Okay, then number 2, I said practice without sound and make sure you are hearing what you are playing audibly. All right. For example, I want to do something on key D. Maybe I heard a lick or a feel, from a song or from a cover or whatever, and I want to learn it. Most times I practice without sound, so that I'll be able to pluck hard to my hearing, and press hard, and make it very audible for me. All right. Maybe I heard something like this. All right. Something like this, and I want to learn it. Very important, I'll still use the metronome, still in 90 BPM, and I start. 1, 2, 3. Then I can do just this for 10 minutes. And if it's very hard for me, I can do this is how I learn. Maybe I focus on the first 2 notes. I add the 3rd one, then the 4th one. Then the other ones. If I find out that the challenge is coming from, I focus on only that one and do it for some time. All right. Then after 10 minutes, I increase the tempo maybe from 90 to 100. And then I change key from maybe a tone or a half step. All right, modulation. Then so from D to E now to 3. Then after that, I change key again and increase the tempo maybe from 100 to 110. That's after I've done it for about 10 minutes again. This same thing. I change key maybe from E to F sharp now. 1, 2. When I change tempo and I notice that it's becoming difficult, I start little by little again. Alright, so this is how I learn. As you can hear, I'm plucking hard, and I try to hear myself. Then the final thing I said there, I said monitor your growth. And the only way you can monitor your growth is by, as you've done this now with the metronome, you check out, practice, and the actual administration or the actual performance is not the same thing. You know you've grown when you start playing on stage, when you've played for 20 minutes and 30 minutes and you're not feeling strain and you're still gripping hard without strain. So after you've worked on this, check out for improvements during your performance, okay? And try as much as possible to do this maybe 30 minutes before your performance or 15 minutes before your performance, or you can do it every day, morning and night, doctor's prescription, all right, in the morning and in the night. Remember the warm-up exercise of hammering hard on the strings and plucking, then practicing without sound and making sure you are hearing what you are playing audibly. Then you monitor your growth. That's the most important part of it, monitoring your growth, making sure you are even improving. All right, so thank you so much for watching. If you're watching this video and this is also your challenge, I want to get a feedback from you after you've done this exercise. If it improves you, if it helps, I want to get a feedback from you, maybe in the comment section, or if you're in the WhatsApp group chat, I want to get a feedback there also. All right, and if you're watching this video and you've not subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscribe button and subscribe, and also put a notification button so that you'll be notified whenever I post my videos. Even after this video, try as much as you can to check out other videos on my channel. You never can tell, it my answer to your challenge in bass playing. It might help in your challenge in bass playing. All right, and remember I have a WhatsApp group chat that I will leave the link to the WhatsApp group chat in the description of this post, that once you click the link, it takes you into the WhatsApp group chat. All right, also I want to announce to you that it's an honor to be called a child of God. It's indeed a great honor and a great privilege. So if you have not accepted Jesus into your life, why not accept him today and see him transform your life for good? See him change your life. See him make your vision for life clearer. Give him chance today and see your life being transformed for good. Thank you and God bless you.